Hi, hello everybody. My name is Alex Lucier. I'm lusshouse French Canadian, presenting his first video in English. Second, actually, I did present one recently. And today I'm going to present you some modern videos with Elves, a deck that I believe is pretty solid once it gets going. Um, what it lacks in endgame power is replaced easily by early game power. Objective of the deck is to go wide and then easily cast some Court of Callings and Collected Companies multiple times a turn, or using Ezuri's Overrun, and then try to overwhelm blockers with large trampling small creatures. This is pretty much a stock list for a few exceptions. I do not own Cavern of Souls, and this card costs a lot of money online compared to most of these cards in this deck. I did already own these collected companies, so it was pretty easy to build, but Cavern of Souls has been problematic for me. Must say that in the past 40-ish games I've played online, I don't think I've met a single mana leak or other counterspells. Um, for some reason, because these kind of decks exist, I have just been unlucky not to meet them. I don't know. The fetch sequence is slightly different because I do not have Verdant Catacombs as well, but I did own a few recently standard legal fetches, like Wooded Foothills and Windswept Heath, and I do own, because I did open once in a draft, an Expedition Misty Rainforest. So these are the fetches I use: 18 lands, a bunch of dorks, a bunch of creature makers, more dorks. There's a Singleton Reclamation Sage main deck. I did switch this card because I felt like I often wanted to Coco or Cord into a Reclamation Sage, but it wasn't there. It was on my sideboard. Game one. So that's why I put it there. Um, Sideboard is pretty funky. Um, so there is one Creeping Corrosion, two Eternal Witnesses for grindier games, Beast Within for things that I can't destroy otherwise or can't beat fast enough, one Melira for, I don't know, I guess it's there for Infect, praying that he does not have Remove All, Spellskite for Boggles and a bunch of other stuff, Kitchen Finks for Burn, Fracturing Gust for Boggles, and or Affinity. This guy kills a couple of things, I guess, including Tarmogoyfs, Spellskites, and whatnot. So it's just there as a one of I could fetch into. And then there are some Abrupt Decays. Alright, so let's move on to round one and see how we can perform and basically try to race them. And we will be on the play for round one versus Smiaz. This end is good. There is a single land, but we do have two dorks. The exact same hand with a single dork and nothing else would scare me a lot more, because right now we'll be able on the play to have Llanowar Elves and make him lose 3 lives, if not more. No, not more. Well, 3 lives or 2 lives, whatever. To bolt it and get rid of it. Otherwise, we have another one. We have a backup one. Oh, sorry for this. It's going to pop up once in a while. So, because we do have 2 of them, if he gets rid of the first one, we have a second one. If we do find a second land, we'll be alright. So plans to go Llanowar Elves into Dwynen's Elite, especially if we have a land. If we don't have a land, we might have to consider a second Llanowar Elves, depending if we want to explode or not. If we have second land, we might just go Elvish Archdruid, especially if we play against a deck that we feel may not have an immediate answer to it, such as Tron or something like that, or a Mirror Match, for example, or other combo decks that do not have much removal and focus on their own game plan. So let's keep this. So these lands have been awesome for me. There's almost all the time an elf in my hand, and if there are no elves in my hands, because I don't want to play it untapped anyways, and costs less life. See, there you go. This is a typical lose 2 life to bolt a dork. Um, I think we'll play Elves again and hope we can play Archdruid next turn if this guy survives. We might be playing just kind of Hiri, we might be playing Delver, might be playing Burn. Not Burn, Storm, sorry. Storm sometimes has bolts. G-Probe. G-Probe definitely sounds like a Delver deck. Delver decks are pretty hard to beat because they have a pretty fast clock too, so you want to race them, and they beat you down by 3s in the air, and the rest of their deck are removal spells. So really, we're in a pretty bad shape here because we'll be losing all our dorks and all our creatures one after one after one. See, that's what I mean. So we want to take as little damage as possible from our lands. So now is Elvish Visionary into Dwinan's Elite next turn to build a few elves here. Sadly enough, we did not find a third land. If this guy flips, we're in pretty bad shape. It doesn't, it's not that bad. Gives us an extra turn. I am very, very surprised he attacks here. I'm pretty happy to trade here and not take 3 in the air, because he has another one. Alright, let's go Nettle Sentinel now. See, this is one of the few rare cases where we'd be pretty happy to have our Cavern of Souls. Flips into Spell Pierce, pretty good to know. Young Pyromancer, probably. This is straight blue-red, actually. Might not be as bad as so we'll attack in Young Pyromancer. Unsurprisingly, no blocks. Elvish Mystic. Always yes. Always yield to that. So he has a Spell Pierce and a Remand. Alright. So a Spell Pierce and another card. Let's play that again. And pass turn. Spell Pierce and a single card. Pretty awkward here to send the Young Pyromancer. I believe I do want to get rid of that Young Pyromancer. But I really need that Elvish. I think this is how I want to block here. Alright. So let's attempt a Elvish Archdruid. There we go. So Spell Pierce and another card that is unknown. Flying. Okay, so how do we win this? We have a 3-turn window here, and there's absolutely no chance to have this Dwinan's Elite resolve, which would have been awesome because it would have given me a lot of mana. It's not gonna happen. I need this Heritage Druid to stick, I think. It's gonna get remanded. Mana leaked. Do I want to do this? Yeah, I guess I do. So there's a single card left in his hand, and it is a Spell Pierce, which is good news for us. So we can swing to here and hope to race. Alright, so Bloxy's here. He's probably going to fetch, which puts him at 10. We need to play Shaman Chord into Shaman for win. Something like that. Serum Visions. Check what he has. Looks like a bottom top. Alright, so we'll draw the card he wants. Straight up blue red. Bottom top. So he did find something he liked. Long hesitation. Into top Serum Vision again. Bunch of serums here. What could happen here, is that he could have played a, like, use all his blue mana to play something else, but he did not. So we're at 6. Vapor Snag this guy, go to 5, and he has a card left, which is Spell Pierce. No, not Spell Pierce, Spell Snare. Alright, so we might go here. Heritage Druid. Yeah, we needed that Dunan's Elite for a while now. I think we must pray that he did not leave Bolt on top. Which would make sense, though, that he would leave that there. We do not have... No, we don't have any out. We have to... Hope and Pray Bolt was not on top of his library. We'll pray pretty straightforward, I think. Clock Bolt. No Bolt. Snapcaster Mage. Bolt. Okay. Yeah. Exactly the same thing. And there was a third line. Alright, so what do we want to do? We want to protect our little guys. We want to get rid, without being countered, of his Delvers. Now, we have not seen any black, which is worrisome because, well, not worrisome. It's good news, I guess, because Tessiger and Gurmag Anglers are cards that are pretty hard to deal with for Elves. I guess race is on. Oh geez, that black guy, it probably didn't save correctly. It could have been good here because it would have killed Delvers, Flip Delvers, and Young Pyromancers. I have no idea what he brings in though. So I guess I want to get rid of Snapcaster targets and gain some life. I do not want Fracturing Gust. I do not want Miller. I do not want Beast Within and give him 3/3s for free. There's no big target I want to get rid of. Might be interested in Eternal Witnesses. If we want to loop some of our key cards, if they are countered or something. What we do not want here are probably Elvish Visionaries, Dice to Spell Snare, and we're pretty much in a race here. We are getting rid of some Elves, so Ezuri and Shaman disappear slightly. And we might not want 3 kitchen things though, because they are not that impressive. I have a couple of bolts. We might cut 1 Heritage Druid, 1 Eternal Witness back in. We want to be explosive on the draw, on the play. Yeah, I might prefer here Druid, and when I'll be on the draw, have Eternal Witnesses in. And try to explode. Alright, what's up, awkward starting hand? Oof, Druid, ooze. Cavern's pretty bad right now. Yeah, whatever. Nope. No elf to reveal. Alright. So, top deck Llanowar Elf. Can be countered. And he went for the island plan to start with, instead of a potential blue-red. Vapor snagged. Okay, sure. I don't mind a temple loss. Delver. Elf. Uncountered. Last turn. Bolt. Sure. Forked Bolt. How good is that against me? 2 damage divided the way you want. Young Pyromancer. Young Pyromancer. Let's eat the Arc Druid right now. Have it survive the Forked Bolt. We might get a bolt on it though. It is possible. It's a snap. Vapor snag. Snap bolt, yeah. Jesus, all the creatures. We were on the play and we're playing on the back foot. Fear not, Kitchen Finks on its way. If it helps anyhow. Brings me back to 14. Gets rid of either Young Pyromancer or the Elemental token, whichever is attacking, unless bolts. Oh yeah, he has Forked Bolt, right? Jeez. Burst is back. Back again. Wow, everything. Where's Damnation now? I don't know what we can hope for here. My guess is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need life gain. Doing Elite without Arc Druid is not very cool. Though we could block a bunch of things, but we're still gonna die. So I think we have no choice here other than Finks Arc Druid. Three, four, five, six, seven. 3, 4, 5, 6. Persist, comes back, gains life, dies. Doesn't die, correct. Because Archdruid dies. Nykthos. Yep. Misplayed here. Should have used this, this, and then leave one up. Whatever. Llanowar Elves. Could have attacked. Pretty useless. I don't think we have a shot here. That was just such a blowout. How he came out, not much we could do. 3 flying plus snap, whatever. Whatever. We're all gonna die. I think he couldn't care less because he has burn. Seems like he doesn't. He has Young Pyromancer. Yeah, much better. Correct. Can we survive? Now, that third Sphinx would be sweet, but it's in the sideboard. Just a guy. Block time. No blockers. Horde. Paying 3, 4, 5. So it would be 1, 2, 3. Schlock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right now, X is 2. I believe we brought 2 oozes. In. Correct. So here's ooze. Let's eat 1. Let's eat another 1. Let's eat a last one. Do we survive or do we not? Snap bolt, no snap bolt, land, go. Jesus. should have used Cavern of Souls again. My bad. Pretty bad. Um, 8. So let's eat Llanowar Elves. Let's eat Kitchen Finks. Let's eat Scavenging Ooze. Let's eat Elvish Ardred. Let's eat Forked Bolt. Let's eat Vapor Snag. I don't want to see this anymore. Let's eat Scalding Tarn. Scalding Tarn. Alrighty. Tell me what you got. Bolt me. No bolt me. Alrighty. Let's do this. Am I allowed to attack? Fetches. Finds Steam Vents tapped. Harvest Fire. Deals 1 damage. Okay. Yep, sure. Wow. Counters his own spell. Oh, he countered the Harvest Fire. Just to make blockers. Okay. Whatever. Bunch of blockers. Yep. To survive. Yep. I see what you did there. Two, four, six, 8. Needs to block another one. There you go. There you go. It's too bad because would that have been an elf shaman? He would have died on the spot. But now I'm the one dying next turn. And I shall pass. Please kill one of my creatures. He didn't. And then I die. Well, tight games. Dunan's Elite would have not been. Yeah, I'd use a cavern, I guess. but would have not made it. And Coco for an extra turn here. Poo, 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 poo. Poo with the Shaman. There we go. Needed 2 turns. Ooze couldn't buy me enough. Alright, let's move on to the round number 2.